Alright, so today was kind of an interesting day, which started actually a couple of days ago. My garage door springs broke. Well, actually just one of them broke. I was still able to get the garage door open, but I had to assist it, otherwise the garage door opener couldn't do it on its own. But anyway, so the guys came this morning to put new springs in, and so I decided I was going to move the cars out of the way, and while I did that, when I started my car I had a check engine light, or service engine soon light, so I ended up running the codes on my obdII reader, and it said something about voltage for the mass airflow sensor. So after the guys left from fixing the garage door, I started my car back up to move it back over to its normal spot, and sure enough, the service engine light was still on. So I ran the codes, cleared it, and went back inside for a little while because it was about 20 degrees outside at that point. And anyway, came back out a little while later and started the car up, and even though I cleared the code, the service engine light came back on immediately. So the next few minutes of this video is how I fixed the problem, hopefully. Alright, so this morning I got the P010B code, which indicates a voltage problem at the mass airflow sensor. So I checked all the wires, I did everything with a voltmeter, I checked for vacuum leaks, everything was fine according to the service manual. So I just went to the auto parts store and bought this can of mass airflow spray sensor cleaner from CRC. It's got a pretty good reputation, but anyway, I cleared the code, but I just want to make sure it doesn't happen again. So I'm going to go with the cheapest solution first, which is to clean the mass airflow sensor and see if that takes care of the problem. Alright, so to get the sensor out, you just loosen these two bolts. They're 7mm. So the bolts are out, the harness was obviously connected there, and you want to carefully pull this out. Alright, so I removed the harness and then took the mass airflow sensor out, and here it is here. If anyone was wondering, I do not use K&N, so there's no oil or anything that should be built up in there. But my filter was a little bit dirty, at least the one on the driver's side. I haven't done the one on the passenger side yet. It looked clean, but then I turned it over, banged on a little bit, and some crap came out. But anyway, I'm going to attempt to spray this now and let it dry for a while, and then work on the other side. I'm sure this is hard to see, but right inside that little opening there is the part that you want to spray. Alright, so I sprayed it really thoroughly, and I mean, it looks a little bit cleaner in there, but I was expecting to see hopefully a little bit of black residue or something on this paper towel. I don't see anything. This can came with a straw, but I did not use it. The last thing you want to do is stick it in there. So you don't want to touch those wires, and you know, if you spray it from a distance without the straw, it gets in there pretty well. Alright, so the first one I did is dry. I'm going to stick it back in here now, but what you want to do is make sure that the opening is facing the air filter. So I'm sure it can only go in one way, otherwise it probably wouldn't bolt in properly. But anyway, the opening goes towards the front. Alright, so it's bolted back in, and the last thing to do is just reattach the harness. So this is the one from the passenger side I did a few minutes ago. I'm going to wait a little bit longer before sticking it back in, just to make sure it's thoroughly dry. It says not to use compressed air, so I'm just going to let it air dry a little bit longer, and then I'm probably going to wait about a half hour before I start the car and see if the problem is solved. Alright, so both sides are back in now and connected, and so like I said, I'm going to wait about 30 minutes or so just to make sure they're completely dry. Start the car up, take it for a ride, see if my check engine light comes back on. Oh, by the way, this is the passenger side air filter. It's a little bit more dirty than I first thought it was, so I'm probably going to get some new ones tomorrow. But I'm going to take it out of here for a second. You see how much crap gets caught in there. So anyway, I'll get some new filters tomorrow. So while I was waiting for the spray to dry, I was reading the front of this can, and something right here where it says, proven to gain 4 to 10 horsepower at the wheels. I somehow highly doubt that, but we'll see. Now I'm going to start it up and see if the light comes on after we did the cleaning. Alright, looks good because it would have been on already. So I'm gonna go take it for a little drive. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this or not. I haven't left yet for the test drive, but I'm just gonna check the diagnostics and see if anything's showing up here. So there's no new codes since I cleared it. Alright, hopefully it stays that way. You know what? This might sound crazy, but I'm telling you, this car definitely feels faster now. It's not psychological either. It's definitely faster. Alright, so just did a little refreshment run, and still no codes have shown up, so no service engine light. I think we're in good shape. Hopefully that did the job, and that was an $8.99 fix. Alright, it's hard to drive and do this, but I'm telling you guys, it is definitely faster. Alright, just got back home, shut the car off, let it sit here for a minute. Let's start it one more time just to make sure no check engine light comes on. Excellent. So I'll keep you posted. Hopefully that's not just a temporary fix. Maybe that's something you have to do every 10,000 miles or so, but for right now there's no more codes, there's no more service engine light, and for some reason the car is faster. So whatever the situation is, it worked, and I'll keep you posted on whether it stays that way. In the meantime, I'm also making another video about the rattles in my car. I said I wasn't going to make a video about it, but I think this is a problem that plagues a lot of 370Zs, so I'm trying to find a solution that will hopefully work for other 370Z owners. But as you can see, I'm still working on it. This is the back piece, the bottom part of the trim, and when I pulled this out, I actually broke this off and this off and used this bonding glue, so it worked pretty well. They're on there pretty good, but hopefully that video will be done soon. I think I found the final rattle. It seems like every one I find, a new one appears. So, alright, so yesterday I had the positive results with the mass airflow sensor cleaner, and I just want to give it one more day. I'm going to do a cold start, and let's see what we have here. Alright, so I just got to my office. It's 11:38 in the morning, and it's 21 degrees outside Fahrenheit, so it's pretty damn cold, but no lights, car drove great, so I'm considering it problem solved. Alright, so hopefully this video and the one that's coming up soon about the rattles will help some 370Z owners. In the meantime, if you're new to the channel, the first time you're watching my videos, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Please feel free to comment. I always answer the comments, and give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks guys, see you soon.